Hello, my name is Hamid. I'm a certified instructor at ASM Educational Center. Our website is www.asmed.com. Today I'm going to talk about Cisco CCNA OSPF IPv6 configuration. That's what we're going to cover that right now. Right now I have a router 4 is 10.10.10.4 and router 10 10.10.10.10. So when I go to my packet tracer, which is right here, I double click router 4, I press enter, enable, show IP INT brief, which we see I have 10.10.10.4. So let me ping the other side. Ping 10.10.10.10. As see, I can ping each other, okay? So what we're gonna do, we're gonna create an IPv6 address. This side is gonna be F00, INT F00, IPv6 address 2001:4444:4/64, and this one's gonna be the same thing, :10. Okay, so that's what's in my notes. So we're gonna do lab here. This is router 4, router 10. Now I'm gonna do IPv6. Okay, so on router 4 I'm going to create this address, and router 10 I'm going to create address. Always you want to start with what IPv6. Okay, so what you do, you're gonna go router 4 config t int f00, then IPv6 address ? So let me go to router 4 right now. Okay, so config space t int f00, oops, sorry, IPv6 address. Now the address I want to give, when I put a ? I'm going to put this address, 2001:4444:4/64. Okay, I do router 4 right now. All right, now look what happened here. Hint, same command that we use in IPv4, we're going to use that. In IPv4 we have what? Show IP INT brief. Here we're going to say what? Show IPv6 INT brief. So instead of IP, I'm going to use IPv6. Look at what happened. Show IP route, show IPv6 route. Show IP OSPF INT F00, show IPv6 OSPF INT F00. Okay, so here's my show IP INT brief. Let me show you my notes and I'll show you that. Again, this node is from different packet tracer, but so here's gonna be different. Now when I say show IP INT brief, I'm gonna see this address. This is considered what? Link local address. Anytime used with FE80, that's a link local addresses. Now look what happened at the middle of that. They put what? FFE. You insert the middle address. Okay, so what we do here, as we see the link local address, which was created automatically by inserting FFE in the middle of the MAC address. Okay, so you would find the MAC address. Well, all you have to do, you have to say show INT F00. So I'm going to say show INT F00 right here. I come down. This is my MAC address right here. Okay, now what's going to happen right here, the MAC is right in the middle of this right here. We're going to put what? Right here at the middle, we're going to insert what? FFE. So I'm going to put the FFE right here, and we're going to see the MAC address. This will be your link local address. So let me show you my router 4 right now. Oops, sorry about that. So go back here, Control Z, show IPv6 INT brief. Okay, so here I'll make it a little bigger. This is my link local address. Now look at what happened. I have what? FFE here. How I got that? I'm going to type this command, show INT F00. This is my MAC address here, C36. Right after here we're going to put FFE. So between 7 and C. Now look at here. When I look at it again, between 7C right here, C7 is right here, I put what? FFE here. So that's why you put a link local address there. Okay, so just want to let you know you have that one too. Here's another command, show IPv6 INT F00. So let's look at router 4. Show IPv6 INT F00. Now what's happened? Again, this is your link local address right here. See, they insert what? FFE in the middle of your MAC address. FE80, this means always link local address we saw with the FE80, and this is my IP address right here. Okay, so that's that one. Now I'm going to ping that, but before ping that, let's go to router 10. I'm going to go to router 10 and configure that again one more time. So let me go to router 10. Oops, sorry about that. I'll go to router 10, enable, config T, int F00, IPv6 address, and your number is going to be what? Right here. Right here, see that? 2001 colon 4444 double colon 10/64. Okay? Now I'm going to go to router 4. First I'm going to ping myself. Ping 2001 colon 4444 double colon 4. I'm pinging myself. Okay, apart key, then I'm going to put what? 10. Okay, so you see that I have connectivity between router 4 and router 10. Okay, now when I go back to my nodes, I can ping right now. Okay, now here's another command. Here's my neighbors. I can type in show IPv6 neighbors. Okay, router 4. So show IPv6 neighbors. So that shows my neighbors. See that? That's that one. Okay. Also, I can ping what? Link local address. So I'm gonna ping the link local address of other guys. So let me go to router 4. I'm sorry. Let me go to router 10. Control Z. Show IPv6 int F00. This is link local address. I'm going to copy this. This is for which router? I'm going to say copy. You can remember this is for router 10 is. So I go to router 4, ping, I right click, paste. Now look what happens. When I do that, it asks you for what? Output interface. Now you cannot put F00. You got to type in what? The whole fast in as 00. So I'm going to copy this, go back to here, and what? Paste it. Okay, so I can ping that. So life is what? Good. So far we have connectivity. So what that means, I can ping the link local address, or I can ping the IPv6 address, which 2001 colon 4444 double colon 4 or double colon 10. So far we have that one. Okay. Now if we go back to my nodes again, sorry about that. Okay. Now what we're gonna do, if you look at the diagram right here, I'm going to create a bunch of loopback address on what? Router 10. I'm going to create back FEC0 1000 double colon 1 double colon 2 double colon 3 double, so loopback 1 2 3 4. Okay, we're going to create that. Now what's going to happen? We're going to create this loopback right here. Then if I go to router 4, I don't see those. Router 4 will not be able to ping this because why? I need to run routing protocol. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to run OSPF version 3. So later when I finish it, when I say I show IPv6 route, router 4 will be here, see these, and then they can ping all of this. So that's the whole idea what this lab is. In order to run what? IPv6 4. So before we do that, I'm going to go to this router and create those loopbacks first. So I'm going to say config T, int loopback 1. As you see by default, always going to be up. Okay, IPv6 address. And the number be as follow: FEC0 colon 1000 double colon 1/128. Upper key int loopback what? 2. Upper key 2/128. Int loopback what? 3. Upper key, I'm going to just change 2 to what? 3. And what? I need to loop back 4. Upper key, I'm going to make it what? 4. Okay? Control Z. So when I say show run, I see all of that. These are loop back 1, loop back 2, loop back 3, loop back 4, and so on. Okay? And this is IPv6 on the F0. So far, so good. Now, look at my notes. Okay, now if I go, Now here we're going to do OSPF right now. Now I will configure full loopback address on router 10, then I will advertise them in OSPF. That's what the goal is. When I go to router 4, show IPv6 route, I should see all of those loopback after I finish. Okay, that's the goal of the lab. Now when I will go and configure OSPF inside of what? IPv6. Hint: for IPv6 environment, you have to, in order to advertise that, you don't go under OSPF section. You will go under INT loopback 1 extra and then advertise it. One more time. Whenever you want to advertise OSPF, you have to be under interface. You don't go under router OSPF section, unlike IPv4. Oops, sorry about that. So hint: you must enable IPv6 routing, which we're going to see that. Always start with what? IPv6 question mark. That's all you have to remember. That always start with what? IPv6 question mark. So I'm going to go to router 4 right now. Okay, watch this. I'm going to say config T. Okay, IPv6 question mark. Now look at the bottom. Don't get confused. Route means what? Static route. Router is the one you want to do routing. So I'm going to type in router question mark. Now I'm going to do what? Right now OSPF. Next lab, next session, we're going to do EIJP. So I'm going to do OSPF question mark. I need what? Process ID. I need what? Process ID. Process ID is what? 1110 question mark enter. Now look what happened. It's the IP routing is not in. Why? Because I have to do what? Unicast routing. Don't forget that you have to do this. So I'm going to say IPv6 space unicast routing. Then I'm going to up arrow key, press enter. I'm sorry, the other guy, this one. Now, right now I'm at router mode. You have to understand on the OSPF version IPv4, you advertise under what? Router OSPF 110, network, blah blah blah, wildcard, error 0, like that. Here, we do not advertise it here. You advertise under what? Interface. Now, look at the diagram. Since we want to do what? Advertise these, I have to go under what? Each of these interface. So that's why I say my notes, okay? I do all of this, and you're going to see this error, unicast routing right here, see? Right here. So as we see, you need what? Unicast routing, okay? Then we're going to advertise. Hint: in order to advertise a network, you must go under where? INT F0. And the best way to is the INT F00 IPv6 question mark. That's all you have to remember that. So let's go to router what? 4. Config T, INT what? F00. You go on the interface, you go to global configuration, then you do what? Interface. IPv6 question mark. What do you need? OSPF right here. OSPF question mark. What do you need? Process ID 1110 question mark. What do you need? Area. Good job. Question mark. Then 0. That's it. So when I say show run, let's look at it again. I need IPv6 routing. That's one of them. You go down. Under what? F00, you need this. You need IPv6 address, and you need this. This is advertisement under F00. Go down. Then you need this command: IPv6 router OSPF 110. Okay. All right. Good job. So that's what we did. All of that right here. All my notes. All here. Question mark right here. We did all of that. Okay. Now we're going to do the same thing on what? Router 10. But we have to do everything from scratch. So I'm going to say for config T. First, remember, you got to do global configuration IPv6. Then you have to go under interface, which is loopback, and advertise that. So first I do global IPv6 what? Question mark. Again, if you remember that, you got to do what? Unicast routing. Don't forget that. Unicast routing, enter. Then you say IPv6 question mark. Now you need what? Router question mark OSPF question mark. Process ID is local significant. It doesn't matter what number you use. It's local significance. So I can use process ID 5. The other one will be 110. So it doesn't matter. Let's just use same number. 110 question mark. That's it. Okay. Now you don't advertise here. You gotta go under where? because according to diagram I have to advertise what? These loopback. So that's what I'm going to do. Config T int loopback 1. Again, you start with what? IPv6 question mark. What do you need? Right here. Simple. OSPF question mark. What do you need? Process ID, which is what? 110 question mark. What do you need? Area 0. I did that. Upper key int loopback what? 2. Enter. IPv6 that. Advertise that. Upper key int loopback 3. You gotta advertise under each interface. Int loopback what? 4. Upper key that. Okay? Control Z. Show run. Let's check it. I have IPv6 unicast routing. Ding 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 ding. You come down, 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 down. Loopback. You have that. Very good. Loopback 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Loopback 1, 2, 3, 4. So everything life is good right now. Alright. Now, let's look at my notes. Here's the key you have to understand. So I do all of that right here. Unicast routing, this is that. Advertisement, again, it has to be advertised where? Under where? Interface. Don't forget that. And this is that. Okay? Now, if I go to router 4, show IPv6, I should see something. Look at the diagram again. Again, this is the best way to do. When you want to practice, put the router. If I advertise this loopback, I should be able to see here. Let's go back to here. So you're going to say what? Show IPv6 route. I don't see nothing. See? There's nothing there. Oh, let's check this. Show IPv6 OSPF neighbors. Remember that? Same command we have in IPv4 says show IP OSPF neighbor. Let's try that. There's no neighbor. Why is that? Why is that? Because if I go to router 10, look at this. When I say show run, I did advertise on all the loopback right here. See? I advertise it, but go. Oh, look at here. Stop. Under F00, I forgot to what? Advertise on router 10. So I gotta make sure that the link between these two guys are advertised. In order to advertise it, that way you can get a what? Hello packet. So what I'm gonna say, config T int F00. Now watch this. IPv6 again, question mark. No need to memorize that. Who's your friend? Question mark. OSPF? Question mark. What do you need? Process ID, which is what? 110? Question mark. Area. Now watch this. Area what? 0. As soon as I enter this, what are you going to see? Some kind of activity. Look at what happened. Becomes loading, become full. Why is that? Because router 4 has been advertised and too. Remember that router 4? Let's say show run. Look at this. Already router 4 under F00, this is router 4 is advertising that. So right now we become neighbors, which is good. That's where we want to see that. So let's look at my notes. So again, I don't see why is that. I don't see this since I need to advertise my OSPF under LAN section so they can send hello packet to each other. So I do int F00, all of that, question mark, all of that, IPv6 area, OSPF area 0, and they get advertised. Now, as soon as I do that, I see activity. Now, let's go look at show IPv6 route on router 4 right now. Watch. Before, see show IPv6 route, I don't see no O yet. But now watch this. Show IPv6 route. I see a lot of what? O's. O means what? OSPF. Okay? Now look at this again. You see 110. That's administrative distance, and that's the one cost. Now let's see if we can ping here. I'm going to copy this. This is loopback on what? Router 10. Copy. Ping. Paste. I'm pinging 1. Upper key what? 2, 3, 4. So life is good. I'm looking forward. I'm happy now. So router 4 can ping all this loopback address. That's what the goal was done. Okay. Now let's look at my notes. So I do that. I see a lot of all of that. Then I can see what? Ping. See ping. That's 2. That's 3. That's 1. That's 4. Okay. So life is good. As you can see, Now let's do other commands. Remember that we have what? Show IP OSPF neighbors. Now it says show IPv6 OSPF neighbors on router what? 10. Let's get that 10. Control Z. Show IPv6 OSPF what? Neighbors. Now watch this. I'm on router 6. I see router 10 as my neighbors. Is what? Router 4 as neighbors. I'm on router 10. I can see router 4 as the neighbors. So this is full DR, and that's good. Remember that DR and BDR is only on what? Fast Ethernet right here. So life is what? Good. Now who is the DR? Router 4 is. Why is router 4 is DR? Because I configured router 4 first. Remember that? To find DR and BDR, it depends what time they come up, but the first thing they look at the router ID. If there's no router ID, they're going to look at the what? First, if the router ID is not hardcoded, they're going to look at the first highest loopback address. If there's no loopback address, they're going to look at the first highest what? Physical address. That's how you find your what? Router ID. Okay? So that's for that one right here. Now I can type in also, if I go to router 4, I will see opposite of that, okay? And so on. And also I can hard code what? Router what? ID. So how do I do that? I go to router 10. Now in order to hard code that, you have to be show run under here. You have to do under router configuration. That's the keys. So config T router. I'm sorry. IPv6 router OSPF 110. Now you're going to say what? Router ID. Let's put 10.10.10.10. Then I see what? You guys say clear IP OSPF process. You want to take effect, okay? So if I say clear IPv6 OSPF what? Process, it's going to clear it up. It's going to clear it. Then it will bring it up. Okay? So we just wait. Alright. So you can hard code what? Router ID. Again, where do you do that? Show run. When you hard code router ID, it's right here. Under what? OSPF. Again, let's summarize that. You gotta have what? Unicast routing. You gotta make sure advertise under interface. I need to look back 1, I need to look back 2, I need to look back 3, I need to look back 4. And also, as you see that I have to advertise the link between router 4 and router 10, because look at the diagram. If I advertise it on here, F00, but if I don't do here, they do not become what? Neighbors. Alright, so that's for that one. I go down, I see that, and I can see it. Okay? Now, remember what we had before. Before we had what? Show IP OSPF INTF. So here we're going to use same command. Instead of IP, we're going to use what? IPv6. Let's look at it. Okay? So I'm router what? 4. Let's go. Show IPv6 OSPF INTF00. Look what happened. I'm router 4. Okay? It's just network type is what? Broadcast. Process ID what? 110. Areas go 0. Router ID is what? 10.10.10.4. That's router 4, okay? State is what? BDR. Now look what happened. Because I send the process ID, I set it up, it changed that. This becomes BDR right now. Router 10 is a DR because router 10 has the highest what? Loopback address. So who's destination router? Router 10.10.10. Who's the back router? 10.10.10.4. Okay. Neighbor count is 1. This adjacent confine, this should be 1. It's mistaken. This should be 1. And reroute is going to show 1, 1, 1. Okay. So here you see that broadcast. This one state DR. This didn't change. Okay, no problem. Okay. All right. So that will conclude my what? Lab. Again, if you have any question or any comment, you're welcome to see that. Now let me show you our website. Our website is, oops, sorry about that. Our website is, I think I turned off everything. Here's our website. Let me show you that. This is our www.asm.com. Under here, blogs, then you see Cisco CCNA, CCNP, like that. So if you go there, that's going to take you to our blogs. Now all of our blogs will come with the video and with the explanation, okay? And here's our phone number, 301-984-7400. If you have a question or comment, just send us a comment. We can take care of you. So later on, that's going to be posted on the blog. Make sure you come and check it. And let's say if you come and watch the blog, let's say on this one, let's say interview line routing, when you do that, not only you're going to see the pictures, we're going to have video, and also we're going to have a description, the whole thing here for you guys, so you can see it. Okay, I hope this was beneficial, and I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks so much, and you have a good and blessed day. Bye bye.